Hi, my princesses. I know you have not seen me in a very long time, and I do apologize, but I'm back and I'm ready and I'm excited. And yeah, as you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about rape today. And this happened to me in 2008 when I first moved to Florida. Well, I moved in 2007 and then it happened like a year later. Um, you won't see me become emotional and crying and all the other stuff that you may see some people go through. It's 2015, so I've pretty much gotten past it. Um, so I just wanted to share my story, my experience, and that's pretty much it. Just give words of encouragement. And if you have any questions or comments or, you know, anything, you can leave them in the comment area below, or you can email me, whichever one makes you comfortable. So let's dive right in. Um, this, like I said, happened in 2008, and I was talking to a guy, and we went to, well, it was a friend of a, it was my friend's friend, and I liked him okay, but he wasn't really my type per se. He was really nice, and I have just a genuine nice personality. And this particular night, I was going to engage in sex, but I changed my mind. And because I had changed my mind, I guess he didn't he didn't want that to happen, I guess. If that makes any sense. So, um, you know, everybody was still fully dressed, but continued to um, it continued to proceed without me willingly wanting to do it. And I'm the type of person, when situations go on, sometime depending on the situation, I just naturally get numb and don't do anything else. So pretty much it was just me there. I was just there, and in my mind I'm like, okay, as soon as this is done, I'm gonna get up. I'm not gonna cause any alarm. I'm just gonna go. And that's basically what I did. I just lay there until it was done, and I got up and I left. And I called one of my friends at the time, and he was a police officer. And I gave the hypothetical, hey, I have a friend, and you know in this situation, what should she do? And out the gate, he was just like, are you talking about yourself? And I'm like, no, no, I'm not talking about me. What should I do? Or, well, what should my friend do? So he was like, well, your friend should call the police. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I know that's the right thing to do. But it was like, you watch TV and you see how things go, and it's like, okay, yeah, I started off in this vein, but I did change my mind. So that whole his word against mine, so all of that was like replaying in my mind the entire time. So went through that, and it took me some time. um it was frustrating because I let days go by, and I was just like, you know what, yeah, I should report this. And for any female out there, period, point blank, regardless of what the situation may look like, what the situation may be. For me, I did not report it. But for anyone that I would give advice to, I would say report it. Regardless of what in your mind you may feel the outcome may be, or regardless of how it transpired to get to that point, still report it. Tell someone, tell a family member that you can trust, that you can take with you, whatever the case may be. But make sure you let somebody know, and let the right people know. Let authorities know, or if you're at school, let your guidance counselor know, or your assistant principal or principal, or whatever the case may be. Somebody that you know for sure has your best interest in heart. They don't mean you any ill intentions, no malice, nothing. Somebody that's going to be there and support you and help you get what you need, whether it's counseling, whether it's going to the police, whatever it is that you may need. Make sure you just go to somebody. And sometimes we don't have that in our life, and I understand that. So I encourage you, just have courage within yourself to go, whether you're older or younger or in between. This could happen to anybody. So for me, because I am a Christian, and at that time I wasn't doing what I know was right, so I kind of beat myself up about it. I'm like, okay, God, you know, I eventually got to the point where, I apologized to God for what I had did. I had to get to the point where I forgave the guy for what he had done. And, I had to forgive myself and be able to move on and be able to function in life, because those things, excuse me, are key. Number one, if you are a Christian, sometimes you feel like you've let God down. So, asking God for forgiveness, if that's what you feel you need to do, if that was your particular situation where, that's what you may feel led to do. Everybody doesn't feel led to do that. You know, um, repent, apologize to God, forgive yourself. That's a major deal. Being able to forgive yourself and get past this, because it can be a hindrance in your future relationships. It can be a hindrance when you're parenting. Um, it just can be a hindrance in general in any type of relationship, because sometimes you lose trust because this person violated your trust. You trusted them not to cause you harm. You trusted them not to violate you, and that's what happened. So, all that goes into it. And if the person never comes back and say, hey, you know what, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have did this, or whatever the case may be, you have to forgive them. Not forgive them for them, but you have to forgive them for yourself. So, once again, that's just a brief summary of my story and my experience. Just no, I didn't go to the police, which I, sometimes do regret, but it was a learning experience for me, that it taught me true forgiveness, and it taught me how strong I really am, and it brought me closer to God, because it's like, okay, yeah, I need to get myself together, number one, for this not to happen again, and number two, forgive myself, forgive the other person, and learn to love again and trust again. And that took a lot. It's 2015, and I'm not one of those type of people, like, it doesn't take me very long to really bounce back from situations, and that's just my personality, and that's, I guess, how God created me. So, it happened in 2008. In 2009 is when I met my husband. July 2009 is when I met my husband. So, for some people it may take years, it may take months, it may take a while, but don't let it take you too long that you miss out on things that God has for you, or things that could help grow you, or expand your horizon or expand your thoughts in certain areas because you're holding on to this situation. Yes, it hurts, it's tough, it is humiliating, it is belittling. Every emotional thought that you could think is degrading. You know, it's just like, what did I do to deserve this? So I just wanted to encourage you once again. Remember, it's not your fault. Forgive yourself and forgive others. It's easier said than done, but it is more than doable. And gotta take care of the rest. That's the best advice I can give you. So, stay tuned for the next video. Remember, I love you. I love you all for watching. Make sure you thumbs up this video, even though it's kind of like a tough video. If it helped anyone, thumbs up. How about that? If it helped you, if it encouraged you, thumbs up this video and share, comment, subscribe. And I can't wait to see you all later in the next video. Love you. Bye-bye.